Welcome back to Subray23's Thought Experiment. This is part 2 of the in-game console tutorial series. My name is Subray23, also known as Jason to some and Jo to others. If you like what I do, check out my Patreon page. Any support is extremely appreciated. Alright, when we left off, we had connected everything up, but I did find one issue that I just overlooked. It was a typo. My font size should be 23, not 33. But here we're going to now add a script. It's going to be a new script, and we're going to call it console window AR create. And then we will double click that. And here's our new class. First off, we're just going to get rid of the stuff we probably will use at least on start, but I don't need it yet. We need to add using system collections.generic. This is for dictionary. And we're going to be using Unity engine .ui to manipulate text. All right. Now we need to get the log, and we're going to capture that. So we need a structure first. So we're going to do struct. We'll call it log. I've got to spell struct correctly. There we go. Now we need some variables. Public string message. Public string stack trace. And public log type. Now we're going to move into private. This is going to be our reference to our text box. I do need to check and see what that was called, just to double check, should make sure my names are correct. Yes. All right. Then we're going to do list logs. I said dictionary and lists is what the generic system.collection.generic is for. Equals new list log. Oh, can't forget my method there. Now we're going to do game object. Console text window. Game object. Console canvas. Now this last one I use to purposely create an error. And you may not need to do this because I'm doing it and I'll show it to you, but I just wanted to create something that I knew would have a null error so that we could see something with a stack trace and everything. Now we need bool show and public int should be clear count. And that's going to be 23. All right. Here's everything we need. Just to clarify, public int clear count is going to be what we use to clear the console when it hits a certain point. Now we're going to declare our log types. color. So we're associating specific log types with particular colors. So we don't want the assertions to be white. We're going to do log type error. We want that to be red. And log type exception will also be red. I'm trying to consciously stay in the microphone, but I keep getting away from it. Sorry if I do. Log type, oops, bracket, log type, dot log will be color white. And log type dot warning will be yellow. Oops. And let's see now, it's supposed to be curly, closing curlies. All right. Next up, we are going to do our void wake. The only thing I had here was a debug, so yeah, we don't actually need this. Because we're going to do void on enabled. Excuse me, enable. And we are going to tie this to a function that we will call in a little bit. This is delegate. And we're getting a reference to the console text. This is so we can change the text. And a reference to console canvas so we can turn it on and off. And I will have to double check my names, but I know console text is right. I didn't check. Oh, console canvas should have a capital C. Now text equals. This is a reference to directly to the text. Set show equals to true. And because we're making a log console window, I do like to put out some debugs just for testing purposes. Now in our update, it's going to be pretty simple. we're going to set logs.count. If logs.count is greater than or equal to clear count, then we are going to run clear count, which is a function we have yet to create. Now I'm doing this as a test, as I mentioned earlier. Get key down. I'm going to set it to get 1, and if 1 happens, I'm going to try to change the name of debug error, which is a null reference at the moment. So it will give me an error. Alright, so that's our update. It's nice and simple. Alright. Now these, they're public because they were going to use them for the keyword manager. Show keyword. That's what we'll do. Show keyword. Debug .log show. Now we're going to set our console canvas. I've got to spell it correctly. .set active to true. And then we're going to locally set true. Now we're going to do a second one. That's the public void high keyword. Again, debug.log console canvas .set active to false and show equals false. Public void clear console. Now, the reason I'm making this one public, even though it's already called in the program in the update, is because I also want to make it so that you can call it from the keyword manager. Sorry about that, my phone went off. All right, and we're going to handle log. This is our last one. So now we need to take in a message. Well, we need to take each part of the struct, basically. String, stack trace, log type, type. All right. Here we're going to create a string. I call it null string. Then we're going to set our text. Oops. Dot text. So the first text is the reference to the text object, and then the dot text is the actual text itself. I'm going to create a temporary string, which will equal text.text. Then we're going to take the message logs.add, add it to our list. Let's see here. Yeah, it's going to go And message will equal message, comma, stack trace will equal stack trace, comma, type will equal type. Nice and simple, huh? All right, and now we need to go through and iterate through our collection. So int I is less than logs.count. I plus plus. And here we're just simply going to do log equals logs I. Oops. Right after we will do text color. Sorry, text dot color equals log type colors, and then we're going to take it to that actual particular element. Text dot text. Oops. It's going to be our temporary text that we set earlier. Plus our log message. And then we're going to set text.text. Oops. Yeah, that should be plus equals, not equals. And we're going to add another break because this is going to be our stack trace. And it's log.stacktrace. I gotta have it in there, don't I? It does exist. It's right here. Clear console. Not clear count. Clear console. There we go. Now what are we missing here? And that should be... Alright, so there's one other thing that I used for testing. And I'm not gonna type it out here. I'm just gonna paste it in, and we're not gonna really go over it. Well, I'll touch over it. So basically here I've set a function called random message, and it creates a string and an integer, randomizes the integer, randomizes the string, and then I've got basically a randomizer between 1 and 20 that throws out a message. Yeah, so it basically randomizes which message it's going to put out, and then we'll go back into the update. And I'm going to put this on key 2. All right. Now we'll go back into Unity, and we're going to set up our keyword manager. I'm going to do 3. Actually, I'm going to do 1 to start. little shortcut cheat, so to say. I'm going to drag my console into here, and then I'm going to go into console window AR, and we will do clear console first. Type in the word clear here, and now I'm going to hit 3. And so now all I have to do is change the actual references. So here we'll have show, and I want to show keyword. Forgot I had changed the name there. Hide. And we want to hide keyword. So now, looks like we got some error. Awesome. Perfect. So 2. Now this is the one problem I'm running into, and I'm going to try to fix this one. There we go. All right. So stop that. So as I hit 2, we're getting our message and stack trace, and then it gets down to the bottom, it clears. Just like we'd want it to. And then if I hit 1, wow, my phone is just going off today. Apparently my error is not working. It's apparently not finding a null reference. I don't see how that's possible. There we go. So here we have a console window. You can go in and change the tag along and billboarding preferences if you like. You just have to kind of play with these and find what's comfortable. There's no other way I know. The defaults are pretty good, but depending on the size of the thing. Scale is another issue. And really, again, that's just something you have to get in there, try, and figure out what you like. Most of the time, the scale is going to have to be at 0.0023 or something like that. Just something ridiculous. And hopefully I'm going to cut here to this being inside HoloLens. I will see y'all on that. All right, everybody, here we are. Console window AR ready to go. There's one thing I did not do. And that is scale it. Holy crap. Oh, that's hilarious. All right, be right back. All right. While I was away, I did one thing off screen, and that was create a function called random keyword that runs the random message function 4 times. And this is so we can test with our mouth. So now we need to create one more keyword. We're going to call that random. And we'll save that, and then we will go to the top of our console here, and we're going to change our scale to 0.0023 by 0.0023. And I will again save. I'm going to go ahead and rebuild this, and we'll meet you back. Hey everybody, welcome back. Here we are, console window AR. Let's hopefully it's much better this time. All right. Tag along seems to be working good. Random. 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 Awesome. Clear. Random. All right, so clear needs work. That's something for another day. Show. Hide. Hide. Show. Simple enough. So this gives us the ability to have this in game to see what errors are coming up. So hopefully everyone, this is a good starting point for some people and a tool that other people can use. And I will have this source as part of the HCSB, the HoloLens collaboration sandbox. You can check that out on GitHub and join in, add to it, have fun, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.